Welcome everyone to a new episode of the Liverpool Connection podcast. This is our first one, January 1st of 2023. I hope all your New Year's was a boss one. Good luck for the upcoming year. Peace, love and all that good stuff. Make lots of money or, whatever makes you happy. I hope it makes you happy. But anyway, I'm here with Glenn today. We're going to talk, preview the Brentford game. So, Glenn, first off, how was your New Year?
Pretty quiet, to be honest, mate. Just had a little curry in the house, and I didn't really do much. Didn't do much else. Busy with work and stuff like that. So yeah, but, it was all right. But my New Year is funny actually. Just before we started this pod, I've dropped a cup of tea everywhere, and Darren's dropped a pint of water all over the place. So 2023 is not going very good for us, is it?
Yeah. Well, it's just it's carrying on from last year where I used to stub my toe a lot, drop things a lot. So yeah, it's just carrying on. So it is what it is. Brentford. So their last three league matches, they beat City 2-1. Drew with Spurs 2-2. Should have beaten Spurs, but just kind of folded in that second half, and then basically slapped West Ham all over the pitch. 2-0 for them. They're in 10th place, 23 points, not too far behind us. We're speaking off camera. It's so bizarre, the league at the moment. Like the top part, is what it is, but like the teams around us, Fulham, Brentford.
Yeah, it's one of them, and you put like 2 or 3 wins together, and it just takes you right up the league, doesn't it? Even us now with winning those 2 games, or even if you go back before that and winning the 4 games, we were well and truly mid-table and even below that. Only a few games ago, and now we're really close to the top 4. So it's one of them, isn't it? You just sort of got to get a bit of form and a bit of consistency going. And I think this one out of the patch of games that we've had, this is going to be the toughest one out of the 3 that we've just had. Obviously before the FA Cup, this one will be the toughest one. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's the old cliche that this could be the banana skin. But it's looking like every game might be a banana skin for teams playing against us. But would I be a bit more comfortable if we were at home against Brentford? Probably not. But being away, they're a good team at home. They can be got at, obviously, with Spurs coming back. But it's all about us at the moment. I mean, you saw the game against Leicester and we're well below par. We look leggy again. We all said before the game, Hendo wouldn't start, Fabinho would be starting, and then obviously Fab's wife went into labour and had the baby. Congrats to his family. But I don't think Hendo would have started. I think he would have started this match. But I think Fabinho will start and Hendo will be on the bench.
Yeah, I think so too. It's difficult, isn't it? Because that midfield with Harvey, Thiago and Henderson is just not a midfield if you're going to play against a team like a half-decent team. Like Leicester aren't great, but they're a half-decent team, aren't they? I think if you're playing like the worst 6 teams in the league, maybe you can get away with it. But there's just not enough legs in there. And I wouldn't be surprised to see obviously Fabinho will come back in. I wouldn't be surprised to see Thiago have a break as well. I know he was one of the better players on in the week, but he's now played pretty much every game now since we've been back. I wouldn't be surprised to see Keita come in for him. And then it's just the case now on the right side of, obviously Harvey comes off the other day, and there's talk. I don't know. Have you heard anything more about his injury?
I haven't. All I heard was, like for him, it was kind of precautionary because you saw him like fist the ground.
Yeah,
He was just
I think
angry,
like a dead though, didn't it? Because at first I was worried that it might be something else, but he did. Am I right in saying he played on? Didn't he? Did he play on and then he went off a couple of minutes later? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So that just it wasn't anything too serious. But my point more is Henderson probably needs a break.
Yeah, 100%.
Thiago probably needs a break. And then if Harvey's thing as well, it's a case of I think Keita will take the left of the midfield, and then it's whoever starts on the right. I don't know if Henderson can go again for one more game or not, but it's going to be difficult. I wouldn't even be surprised to see for this game maybe 4 or 5 changes, because obviously you've got the same thing with Robertson as well, haven't you? Where
he's not gonna
play.
Yeah, Tsimikas will 100% play.
Yeah, and then also you're looking at like the left side as well, left wing. Oxlade-Chamberlain, he wasn't great in the week. He didn't do. I thought he was quite poor actually, but then no one was great, especially that first half. Other than really Trent and let's say Thiago, I can't see him starting, and I can't see Gakpo playing either. I can't see Gakpo starting the game. Can you?
No, but if I think Bobby's fit, so I think Bobby could start, and then you keep
maybe.
and then you keep Nunez and Mo, up front. It's just the midfield that it's you can't really 100% say this is going to be the midfield. But I agree, Keita's got to come in. Fab hopefully will be back. That right side. I just can't see Hendo playing 4 games on the bounce. Same with Thiago.
Well, that's what I mean, and it's a tough one, because if Harvey didn't get that dead leg, he might be fine. He might be all right, and he might be okay to start. But if not, then it does keep you a bit short, and you wouldn't think you'd think even if Milner was available, which I don't think he is. If he was, then maybe even he would play, just because Henderson and Thiago played so many games now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does there. To be fair,
well, at least like after this one, they've got a nice little break. We don't play, till Saturday for Wolves, and then it's another break. But
yeah, so that's what I mean. It's quite a good after this game. By the way, I mean we only played on Friday. How are we only playing now? It's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just. I mean, it's like this every year. I don't know why I'm surprised, but so basically after this game, then we're not gonna. You could pretty much say to 7, 8 of them, you're not gonna need to play now until I think it's the 14th of Jan, the next home league game. So there's a half decent break there, and we get a few more bodies back and stuff like that. So it's basically just one more big push to get through this Brentford game.
So with Brentford, I think Thomas Frank has done an amazing job with them. But as you said, Ivan Toney, the lead scorer with 13, 12 in the league, he is out injured, which I think is a massive plus for us.
Yeah.
Norgard is back, and I rate him. He's a good midfielder, especially for Brentford. So having him back, I think steadies their midfield much better. But it's just one of those, isn't it? We've played him last season. We had trouble with him, and the season before that, we've always had trouble with Brentford. What I like about them is they're an attacking side. They won't sit back.
No. I just wonder because I watched the highlights of the West Ham game, and like you were saying before, they were quite ruthless in the way that they scored their goals, but they actually got battered in that first half, mate. They got battered. West Ham had so many chances. And they did create chances. And one thing you can say about Brentford is you can create chances against them. It's just a case of, and I wonder whether we do just sit back a little bit deeper against them, which is a massive respect to them in the way and how good they are. But I wonder if we do play a little bit deeper, and then maybe look to try and play in behind them a little bit more, because there will be space there. If you try and hit Nunes a little bit more, try and look for that pace in behind.
Oh, I do think there'll be another change on the top of my head. I think Matip will be out.
Canate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bit more physical.
Yeah, I like having Matip back, but yeah, I agree. I think that probably is going to be the other change. So yeah, about 4 or 5 different changes for this one. But I don't know, it'll be interesting. It's going to be an interesting game. I think they've always got loads of energy, Brentford. They're just a pain in the ass to play against, aren't they? They're a really good side to watch, but I think this could be the one where Nunes gets a couple of goals. But I think I've been saying that for the last 2 games. But
yeah, I mean, we keep on saying it, don't we? Like, he's doing everything right but scoring.
Yeah,
but it'll come. Liverpool fans, come on, don't lose faith in this lad. He's obviously talented, and Klopp got him for a reason. Again, I think a lot of people are just have that big fee in their head and just be like, you should be knocking in these goals, and it will come. There will be a team where he plays against, and he's going to have a field day.
Honestly, wouldn't. Yeah, you're totally right, mate. It wouldn't surprise me if at the weekend he goes and gets a hat-trick. Like, you could put him on every week to score 2 or more goals, 3 more goals, and he is going to be that type of player. I think when he does get a couple, he'll go on some mad run. The point about people sticking with him, I think it's evident from when you see the crowd, and like Liverpool fans, obviously, that go the game. There's a difference between people that go the game and people that are, writing on Twitter and whatever, and weirdos that bang on about transfers every day. Actually, that we've got, Liverpool fans always back their own, and when a footballer, the one thing that is absolutely paramount that you want in a Liverpool player, now don't get me wrong, we've had amazing, skillful, quality players, but it's working hard and putting an absolute graft in. That's why players like Javier Mascherano and Dirk Kuyt were absolutely loved by Liverpool fans, because they absolutely, don't get me wrong, they're good players in their own right, but they work their absolute bollocks off. And that's what this lad's got as well. He's missing loads and loads of chances, but the crowd's constantly going on and chanting his name and stuff like that. And that's because he works his ass off. And people, that is the first thing that you want in a Liverpool player.
Yeah, well, I mean, they clapped him off, singing his name. He does so much for this team. Just the runs he makes, are insane, and he's just got this burst of speed for a big fella that I haven't seen before, and it does piss me off when the morons call him a Andy Carroll, like all this, bollocks. But that's the Twitter brigade. I doubt many people in the stadium are saying he's a bad Andy Carroll. He's
well faster than what I thought. I don't know. I've seen him a couple of times. I've seen him obviously against us, but Mike, bloody hell, he's fast, isn't he? Mm-hmm. He's so fast. I'm surprised just how quick he is. I tell you what, the last couple of games, if we didn't have Nunes playing for us, and as much as I love Bobby, it would be that game on Wednesday, whatever bloody day it is. I've no idea what day is anything these days, but that game against Leicester, if we didn't have him on that pitch, that would be it was a hard watch anyway, but that would be even worse, because we could hit him all the time. He was outball all the time, and he's giving us that. He's getting us up the pitch. He's turning teams around. Even the last, like the last 15 minutes of both games against the last 10, 15 minutes of Leicester and Aston Villa, Liverpool have sat a little bit deeper. They've sat a little bit deeper. They've brought maybe an extra midfielder on or more defensive-minded midfielder on. And we've looked to just sit in and just sort of clip a few balls. And that has been so big for us. So, yeah, no, I can't. I honestly, mate, I'm so excited about watching Nunes play. He's mental, isn't he?
He is. And again, we've spoken about his raw talent. He's a diamond in the rough, you know. He's not Haaland, but he'll get there if he keeps playing the way he does. He keeps getting in these positions. I think to a point, and I find it very funny when people kind of call him selfish as well, because there's quite a few times where he should have had a shot, and I see him passing it to Mo, and I'm like, have a go, lad. But you know, he's far from selfish. I just think it's coming, and I hope it's coming tomorrow. Where, you know, if he bags one, I think he'll bag quite a few.
My prediction tomorrow, and I'm going a bit headier, but my prediction tomorrow is Liverpool are going to win 3-1. Nunes is going to bag a hat trick. I don't know. It's coming. Yeah, I think. Like, back to your point about him being selfish and things like that and passing, I think a lot of that comes down to his decision making, because at the start I feel like he was shooting when he could have passed it, and then now I feel like there's times, like what you say, he's trying to maybe make a pass when he could shoot. That just sort of comes down to his decision making. But that'll come, like you say, that'll come. It's like this thing about Suarez, when we were speaking about the other day, about when Suarez first came, that first 18 months, I mean, Suarez was unbelievable. But he missed a lot of chances, Suarez. I remember him hitting the post and the bar and all the time. He missed a lot of chances. He didn't score many goals at all that first 18 months. I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Suarez, but Suarez might be the one or two best players I've ever seen Liverpool play for Liverpool. But I still think it's a good point to think about, because he missed so many chances that first time, and even Salah, the first 10 games of Salah, I know he did score goals, but he also missed a lot of chances. So yeah, keep the faith of him, and he'll be sound.
Yeah, what I like about him as well, his head doesn't go down. You know, no. He could be lack of confidence, and he's not. He's like, I'll do it again. So there's no lack of confidence in the lad, and I just have I like watching him play. He's, you know, the mental side of him, you know, where he just, you know, kind of loses his head a little bit, but obviously, you know, Klopp's had a talking to him, especially after the Palace game, so he's calmed down a bit there. But you still want that player in your team, don't you?
Yeah, that's South American, isn't it? We've always had them, haven't we? Whether it be Suarez or Mascherano, that type of player. Diaz has got a little, not to the level of Nunes, but Diaz has got that little bit about him as well. There's just something about it with South American players. They've just got that mentality, and yeah, he's class. But anyway, we've done about 20 minutes just on Nunes here. Excited.
I could go on and on and on about Nunes. I just, you know, I wish we kind of had that kind of player in midfield as well. But you know, Brentford are going to give us a tough game. They always do. You're going 3-1. I'm going no prediction. As always, I just want us to win. Win ugly, win smash them. I don't care. 3 points is 3 points. You know, obviously, the performance against Leicester was not good enough. The players know it wasn't good enough. I still don't understand how we came away with 3 points, but we did, and that's all that matters right now. Grind those three points out, get the win. You know, we move up the table. We saw today Spurs lose to Villa. So, I mean, if we beat Brentford on Monday, we'll be above Spurs.
Yeah, it's even like Newcastle. I know it's mental even saying this, but even Newcastle dropped points against Leeds, as well. So,
and City, City dropped points.
I was thinking of one more. I couldn't think of whose. Yeah, City as well, dropping points against the mighty billionaire Blues. So it is win tomorrow, and that's 9 points, and that's 15 points. We won the last 5 games if we win tomorrow. So it is massive, and I think we've got Chelsea coming up as well soon, haven't we? So
yeah,
besides, if you can sort of hang on their tails and then beat them, it'll be massive for us.
Yeah, is it at Anfield? I know it's an early kickoff.
The Chelsea one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to play them twice, haven't we? I think the next one's at Anfield, and we've got to play them again, haven't we, down their place? Because
rearranged.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, as always, it's always tough going away. But I think we can beat them. But apart from that, if you haven't already, our other co-host Julian was in Liverpool for the Leicester match. He did a vlog, so you can go check that out on the YouTube channel. Got appearances from Chris from Redmen TV, so thank you, Chris, for helping Julian out. And then had a couple of Glenn's mates.
Yeah.
There's a story in there, but
for another day. I think Julian basically, I don't even think I give him a heads up. I think Julian put a microphone in front of them and just said speak. So but when you first do these, it's a bit weird, isn't it, when you've got like a microphone and a camera? You know what Julian's like as well, he's always got that thing out, pain in the ass. But to be fair, it's really good. So like Darren said, if you haven't had a chance, check it out. I think he's gonna try and do one for the Brentford game as well. He's going to Brentford as well, isn't he? So
yeah, but he has to stay quiet because he's going to be in the home section. Brentford is his away from home, right?
Yeah. So we'll see how that might get back. Might get battered. He might not make it back to Austin.
Yeah,
so.
he might come back with 2 black eyes and a broken arm or something. But so he's got to do squeaky bum time and stay quiet. But hopefully Julian will get that vlog out. But as we said, Brentford on Monday and then FA Cup against Wolves on Saturday. So we'll do a preview for the Wolves match and obviously do Brentford review show. But apart from that, any New Year's resolutions, Glenn? Apart from stop swearing.
That is the one, mate. Yeah, I've got an awful mouth, and I think I've had that same resolution for probably about 10 years. So as you can tell, it's not going very well. And when I dropped my brew this morning, that resolution went out the window pretty quick. But yeah, that's the main one. And generally just be a bit, look after myself a bit more, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that's everyone. Just
for the first few weeks.
Yeah, for the first few weeks, go to the gym, not drink any alcohol. Stay away from burgers and all that good stuff. But I think mine is to have no more children and no more dogs in my house.
Wow,
I'm overrun. Even the dog's a girl.
Nightmare.
Yeah. I've got what 6-1. I wish that was the scoreline on tomorrow against Brentford.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, there should be a story pod coming out during the week as well, because there's quite a few days in between. So look out for that. Again, thank you so much for all the support for 2022. Incredible support and going up and up and up. And we can't, thank you any more than we can. We wish we could, but look out for more competitions. And yeah, please comment. We love the comments. You know, whether good or bad, how we doing, or you know, some of the questions we ask on the show. You know, anything that you want to kind of hear from us, you know, we'll definitely put it in the bag and chat about it. But yeah, thank you so much. Here's to everyone for a prosperous new year in 2023, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.